Lord, here go this goofy. What the dirt? Worth the dirt. See, this is why you do unnecessary videos. Nobody needs to break down Iceman episode 2. That was the dumbest, stupidest thing I've ever seen. But let's see what the dirt is going to get on his knees and try to make this better than what it wasn't. Because it wasn't good at all. It was stupid. It was boring. It was a snooze fest. It was just dumb. It was just dumb.
So 20 days ago, Drake dropped a stream titled Iceman Episode 1, which is something that we did break down on the channel. Now, a lot of us assumed that this would be a series of streams, and that turned out to be 100% correct.
Oh, really? Because of Episode 1, huh? Wow, you're so smart. Not because it said Episode 1. No, oh my God.
Because on July 24th at 9 p.m. Eastern, Drake dropped Episode 2. It's not easy to predict what he's doing with this rollout, like where this is going. So,
man, shut up. Man, I don't think I'm going to make it through this. It's not easy to... Shut up!
Drake is currently touring Europe right now, and when I looked at his schedule, I was really puzzled as to how he would even find the time to film.
And he canceled it. He found the time because he canceled the show.
Film the next Iceman episode. Everything that he's been doing takes an extreme amount of effort and time, and the fact that they're pulling things off like this on his day off between shows is really a testament to just how hard this team is working. It really seems like he's constantly working. Like, I don't even know when.
Oh my God. The meat goblin is insane. Okay. I know what to put up.
He sleeps. The first thing that we see is a black screen with nothing on it, and we hear the voice of an unknown man.
What's going on, man? It's been like 3 weeks since they found your truck. Shed is empty. No one can find you. You're not picking up. Everybody's looking for you, bro. This is going to be a problem.
I don't know who this man is, but it is a unique recording, as I can't find a single piece of media, a movie, or any audio that matches this quote. The man says that a truck was found 3 weeks ago, and this aligns great with the Iceman Episode 1 drop, as we had Drake driving the delivery vehicle 19 days prior, which is pretty much 3 weeks. It's for that reason where I believe the voicemail from this man really acts as a narrative bridge to talk.
Oh, bro, this is so unnecessary. Oh my God. This is so unnecessary.
The 2 episodes together. So he ends off Episode 1 in the truck. Now it's 3 weeks later. So Drake is really building on this character arc, and make no mistake, there is a story being told across these episodes. It's insanely cryptic, all of it. My theory on the voicemail is I believe the man leaving the message and what he's saying could be tied to Drake turning his back on UMG. As you know, Drake is currently in a legal war with the label, and after Not Like Us dropped, it's highly likely that he completely cut off communication with the label. Knowing who Drake is and what he meant to UMG, Drake going ghost probably made them pretty nervous. While all this is going on, Drake is quietly planning this lawsuit, and the label had no idea what was about to hit them. They probably tried to get in contact with Drake for a while, and he didn't respond. The man on the call sounds irritated and almost panicked. He's saying nobody can get a hold of you. This is going to be a problem.
I'm irritated that you're breaking down. Shut up, man. This don't need no explanation. Like, you just, God, man. Oh, Jesus. I can't believe he's trying to. I don't think I'm going to make it through this.
And you got to keep in mind, Drake acted as the label Superman for 15 years. A lot of the features and favors that he was doing were for artists under UMG. We're talking about a lot of money. Like, this is big business. Now, all of a sudden, artists like DJ Khaled, who was under UMG, isn't getting a feature from Drake anymore, and that was literally the entire rollout for his album. The man had to cancel it because of it.
This guy's got 2 Drake songs on it, okay, 2.
I'm curious to know how many other artists from UMG that he's shutting the door on. Drake's first musical release after the beef was on June 4th with Wagwan Delilah, a complete spoof parody track, and at the time, most of us were wondering what the fuck Drake was doing because this seemed to be the last type of track to drop directly after his beef with Kendrick. However, it's with this record where I believe he was simply trolling UMG.
Wagwan Delilah, double date me if you like me.
I think Wagwan Delilah was the first time they heard Drake's voice after the beef. Like, this is how they...
Man, shut... Bruh, okay, I'm not gonna... Shut the fuck up. This is unnecessary. Oh, well, this is the first...
How they heard from him. Shortly after the beef, UMG dropped 2 pre-recorded Camila Cabello tracks with Drake that they already had in the stash. Drake then leaked a bunch of his own music on the Plot Twist Instagram, clearly without UMG's approval, since they flagged the post and rushed the songs to streaming. He followed that up with a full collab album with Party Next Door, who signed to OVO, not UMG. The project dropped under Santa Ana, which was Sony, limiting UMG's profits. From there, Drake did a Spanish feature with Chino Paquez, another artist signed by Drake for 1 album, and a new collab with Smiley, another one of his artists. Even when you look at the credits on the Party Next Door project, there isn't a single UMG artist. It has mostly independent Canadian producers, and there's no UMG in sight. And to me, this is what Iceman really means. Is all this. When Pusha T claimed that UMG stopped the Kendrick verse on the Clips album, I believe him because I think they didn't want to piss Drake off even more. It's pretty obvious they had high hopes of patching things up with Drake, but I can almost guarantee that that's never going to happen. Just take a look at the artist that he took out at Wireless Festival. Lauryn Hill, look into her history on how she feels about record labels. She is someone that had deep, ongoing issues with Sony and Roughhouse. She hated it, she walked away, and there are a lot of theories for what exactly happened with her and the industry. Bryson Tiller, under Sony. Lotto, Sony. Vanessa Carlton, this young girl was supposed to be a superstar, and it was with the exact same record that she played with Drake at Wireless, 1,000 Miles, that got her signed under UMG. Coming into her second album, she hated working with this label. She had zero creative control. They controlled her entire life. She absolutely hated it. And the industry chewed her up and spit her out. And she left in 2005.
My dream came true. I got this record deal. I thought it was going to, it's going to be this amazing situation. And at the end of the day, I was in a really bad situation with the people that I was working with.
Make her boobs bigger, make her butt higher.
There's a lot of weirdness. There's a lot of possessiveness that was happening.
Jay Huss, independently signed. 21 Savage, Sony. Mario, another artist that was used and abused by the system who had such little creative freedom. He walked away from the label in 2015 and went independent.
Well, you said you had to leave 600 songs behind.
Oh, yeah. I left. There's a lot of songs in there. I can't remember the exact number, but
okay.
Yeah. But,
a lot of songs.
Yeah.
Bobby Valentino, another artist who was under UMG that voiced his frustrations with album delays and less expected sales. He was dropped in 2008 and went independent.
Then you go get a label situation, and then here comes the label telling you what producers to work with, what your sound is, and then when it doesn't have success, you're going to drop me. It's like, oh, well, it didn't work. Peace.
Sexy Red, not with UMG. She's with Gamma, independent label. Burna Boy, Warner, Skepta, independent. Central C.
Man, shit. All right, I'm skipping this shit.
Seemed like Drake is not collaborating with anyone under UMG's umbrella musically. So guess with The Dream, but that innocence fades fast. The scene shifts to something far darker. Iceman Drake is working at the manufacturing plant. He's a cog in the machine, just another worker inside the system. We see flashes of a young, hungry Drake, just a naive kid chasing the dream, but that innocence fades fast. The scene shifts to something far darker as we see Drake surrounded by guns with two larger rifles aimed at one another, and from the beginning, I saw this as a metaphor for the war with the label system, specifically UMG.
Oh my God. Oh my, man, shit. Bro, this, I don't know. This might be worse than, this might be worse than the video he did, the breakdown of what was that trash breakdown? Family Matters. I think this might be worse than his breakdown on Family Matters.
UMG. When Drake clocks out and slams that gate shut, it is symbolic. He's not just ending a shift, he's walking away from the machine and he's going to war against them.
Oh my God.
Rumors say that Iceman is the final album that is owed to UMG under contract, and if this is true, then it all makes sense. This is it. Like, Iceman is his last work shift. He's done. So to me, it only makes sense that when he parks that truck and 3 weeks later the man is saying they found it and it's empty, that's because Drake's days as UMG's delivery boy are over. And to me, this is a huge part of the premise behind Iceman and like what all this means. Anyways, the scene switches to a brick wall and you can see there's a door with a Pinocchio drawn onto it. Now, I actually tracked this exact location down, and as you can see here, the Pinocchio artwork isn't on the shot from Google Maps, so obviously Drake put that there for a reason. Filming it in Manchester makes sense because he had a show just the next night. Next, it switches to a scene where we see a pedestrian crosswalk sign, and I was able to find this location on the map as well. You can see that it's just off the street from the last scene. Something that you'll also notice here is that on the pedestrian sign itself is a hand-drawn sketch of what appears to be Spider-Man. And that's not even the first time that we saw this sketch. In episode 1, I remembered that when the scene showed the whiteboard with all the different types of ice on it, you could also see that same character again. At first, I really thought this was Spider-Man, but Certified Jarrett on Twitter claimed that this was the logo of Ben Dorado, who carried out a lot of design work for Party and Drake's album, and he also works closely with Drake's brand partner, Nocta. So I'm just not going to go down any Spider-Man rabbit holes yet. The scene then switches for the third time, and again, I traced it all on a map, so without a doubt, the last 3 shots were all filmed in the exact same area. As you can see here, this is the exact same location from Drake's stream. I saw people assume that this was like pre-recorded, but it's not. This is all live. Next, the scene switches to the inside of the building, and the business that Drake is at is called Sure Shot Brewing in Manchester. I even found a photo from this exact same scene with Drake on their website. They're a small independent company.
Man, what the fuck? What the fuck does all this? Who gives a fuck? Man, what does... Shut the fuck up, man.
Was a live stream. The company clearly said that it all took place last night, and they even posted footage of the cameraman filming. This was definitely all in real time. Next, we switch to a scene with a man wearing a Pinocchio costume standing behind a tree with a red trailer behind him that reads deliveries up to 27 million, all in a day's work, with the word work blocked out. The scene that we're looking at in this case is exactly across the street from the building that Drake is inside. Pinocchio is stalking Drake, like he's watching him. The red trailer and the words that you are seeing is from a Royal Mail delivery truck in the UK. They have always parked their trucks in this location. Now, the slogan on the truck itself is interesting because of the number 27 million. This is the exact number of views that Kendrick's Super Bowl performance had on YouTube in the first 24 hours. Given the fact that Pinocchio was paired with that number, I just don't think it's it.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, this is terrible.
Coincidence. Drake has made plenty of claims about bot usage, and now we've got a man literally stalking him in a Pinocchio costume, so there's no doubt in my mind that this character is meant to represent Kendrick. When we look at the character of Pinocchio, he is a wooden puppet fabricated by the man, and a fairy grants him the powers to be able to move around like a real person. From here, he desires nothing more than to be a real boy, and there is even a point in the 1940 Disney movie where Pinocchio is manipulated into performing at a puppet show by a fox named Honest John, as he ensures him that if he does this, it will make him a star.
Bright lights, music, applause, aim, straight to the top. Why, I can see your name in lights 6 feet high.
Pinocchio listens to Honest John, he does the show, and at first it all seems to be 100% worth it. However, he's ultimately trapped in a cage and is destined to be owned by the show owner for life.
To me, you are belonging. We will tour the world, Paris, London. You will make lots of money.
The role of Honest John in the Disney movie is an interesting pair.
Man, I'm not about to watch all this shit. I'm skipping. I'm not about to watch all this shit, man. This is stupid.
Movie because many of the doors that he goes through are metaphorical traps. They
All right, yeah, I'm not watching this shit. I want to read the comments. I can't take it. And look how people, boy, they just taking this, man. Oh, Lord. Listen. Hey, if you like it, I love it. If y'all enjoy that breakdown, I can't watch it. I can't. Seem like a lot of people like it. Seem like a lot of people don't. Well, I'm one of them that don't. I'm not Pinocchio. You breaking down the whole Pinocchio and I can't watch all of this. I can't. Y'all leave a comment down below, man. Y'all let me know. Hold on, I want to see some of this.
Peaky Blinders is a fucking series. Like, I had to watch. I would never get the video done, but I did watch that episode, and this is what I came up with. The scene then cuts to a woman dancing in an empty pool to Drake and Central C's new track, Which One.
I'm at the touch as an onion burst. We got hitting out the face first.
Keep in mind, this stream pretty much acts as the music video for this song. And when you think of a pool, it's typically a fun place that's full of life and energy. And one can imagine that a typical music industry video for a song like this one would fall into a much happier scene. However,
oh my God. Yeah, I'm done. Oh my God.
Drake is threatening to show the other side of it by draining the pool. When that happens...
Oh, all right, I'm done. Okay. I'm out.